I've really, seen you get kind of excited and fired up and passionate about uh, diversity issues here in Chicago, jobs in underserved communities. I know that you're an active participant in Team for Youth. So can you talk a little bit more about that organization and what they're doing here in Chicago?
Yep. So first, as you always got to give your shout out to your mom and your dad, moments. But my mom was a social worker. I grew up in Washington D.C. and my dad was a journalist. And I just remember being exposed early on to just always treating everyone the same and just treating everyone, as a way of how do you help and how do you give value. And so, with that being said, I think Chicago, looking at DC, growing up there and being in the Chicago now, my whole family, my dad's family is from Chicago area. We have a significant opportunity and challenge ahead of us in that we have communities that are not being represented to the level they need to be. And there's an opportunity with technology. And so tech for youth, really simply put, is to help, children and underserved communities reach their full potential through STEAM education, so science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. And I would argue, if you give them a kid now, if you help a kid that's a freshman learn to code and learn basic engineering, technical skill sets, they will be extremely well equipped, potentially to go right away into the workforce. And so you may have opportunities where kids don't go to college, but they can go get a job. And so there's a huge opportunity to change these communities. And with that, going back to my mom, but, she exposed me so many early on to so many different amazing people, at different walks of life and different points in their life, and just sitting down with them and listening and helping. And there's a challenge for all of us, to say, how do we help now? When I would argue COVID, with everything going on, the kids that need it most, it's these communities, the kids that, mom and dad are both working, they're out, they're in a virtual in front of a computer. I mean, you guys can figure it out pretty quickly. I mean, there's a lot of kids that need help. And so if we can change one child, life, we can change an entire family. And that's what I love about Tech for Youth and our ability to help these kids. We've partnered with Code Nation, which we're very excited about. So, for those that know that the Code Nation name, that's a national brand. And so to find out ways to help our local community, we've started with Chicago Tech Academy. T for Youth has raised over $500,000 since it started. And a lot of people say, well, how do you do it? How do you raise the money? What does every tech company have? They have a ping pong table. So we started a ping pong tournament, as simple as that sounds, but it was a way to help the community be a part of it. And what I found is that creating easy bridges for companies that are very successful and growing, they want to be a part of it too. They want to help the community. Sometimes they don't know how. And so this was an easy way for them to be a part of it. And then also, going back to your earlier point of exits and watching money stay in the system, how do we keep building talent? Right? This is a great way to build talent for the future of Chicago too. And so if we can create Chicago-based kids that know how to code and want to stay here and live here and be a part of the city, we're going to be building ourselves for the future too. So it takes a top-down, bottoms-up approach, and that's what I love about T for Youth. And you hold me accountable, Tim. I hope to be a teacher someday as my retirement job. So I've
Love
said
it.
it there publicly.